Hi, my name is Stephanie and I'm a third year medical student here at Bond University. We're located in the Gold Coast and today I'm going to walk you through what I do in my day-to-day life. So right now I'm in front of the med building, and this is where as med students we spend most of our time either studying, going to lectures or tutorials. So the people going in and out behind me are on their way to go to class, and day to day I will either go to lectures, go to tutorials or have classes here in the med building. And then once that's all done, I'll go hang out with friends, we'll have different meetings with societies or events at uni, all part of the social life here at Bond. I'm originally from Sydney and I did all of my schooling and growing up there. I think it was about year 10 or year 11 when I decided I really like science, and I thought I really wanted to get into a career where I could apply knowledge and have hands-on practical skills as well and put two and two together. So I thought the thing that would really have both of those in common was medicine. So the thing about Bond University is that we don't take the UMET, but instead we do a psychometric testing. So a lot of people told me, oh, you can't study for the psychometric testing, but you know, when doing the actual exam, you realise that it's just a gauge of who you are, your emotional intelligence, and it's just a matter of how well you respond to situations and different people. So it's a very vague test, and it's very different from other testings, but that's just one part of the process in applying for Bond Medicine. The second part of the process is obviously the interview, and this is quite similar to other med schools in terms that they have many stations, and some of them you might have an actor address a scenario that you might not be used to, but in terms of that, like, it's quite a similar interview to other universities. So at Bond University, our cohort is made up of undergrads and postgrads. You have quite a broad range of people in your cohort, but having said that, your cohort is about 120 or so people, so it's quite small and you get to know everyone in your cohort. So you have a good ratio of doctor to student, and I think this really helps in learning. It makes you not afraid to ask questions, and it makes the learning process so much easier and very individual catered. So first year medicine, there are quite a lot of lectures and it's just getting everyone up to speed. So you'll have PBL groups, so problem-based learning groups. This is where you have a facilitator and you work through a case together with about 10 or so people. And then you learn the differentials and the different diseases that are associated with that. But as I said, first year is getting everyone up to speed. It's less clinical, but it's more science and a lot of theory. Second year is more pathology and getting people to know what the different diseases are and basically what can go wrong in medicine. And then finally there's third year. Third year, there's a lot of simulated scenarios, and you go to the Bond Virtual Hospital where you really practice those life situations with an actual patient. And all throughout your med career here, you will have placement. So placement starts from first year. You might be placed at a local hospital and you just get to watch alongside maybe surgery, or you can go to an aged care home as well and just see what the different types of healthcare facilities there are. I recently had a placement at Gold Coast Hospital and I overlooked surgery of gastric surgery. So there's that, and it really steps you up each year until you hit fourth and fifth year. Fourth and fifth year, you're completely in the hospital, and this is where you learn all your practical knowledge, and everything you learned from the years before are really put to the test. So Bond University sets it up so first and second year are mainly at uni, third year is the transition year, and fourth and fifth year are out in the hospital. So currently we're underneath the arch. This is where most students come and hang around. We're right next to the Bond University Library. We've got many classrooms around us. and we've got a lovely lake behind us as well. So the Bond University campus is really wonderful for students to come and hang around together, and it's good fun and a nice learning environment for students to study in. So I've got 3 main tips that I would say were really helpful when coming and studying university here at Bond Uni. First one being talk to the older years. They've already done the path ahead of you, and they have so much to share and so many opinions and tips to give you. So the second thing would be not to stress too much. Obviously getting into medicine is quite stressful, but you've done the hard work to get into medicine, and now it's your time to enjoy and spend the next few years, developing these lifelong friendships and enjoying the course that you're studying. Medicine is a long journey, and it's important that you enjoy every single path along the way. My third and final tip is to get involved. As soon as I got into med, I try to see what I liked to enjoy and try and get involved with the different clubs and societies here. There's so much on offer. If you like music, there's a music society, there's different societies for advocacy work, and especially when you're in medicine, there's the Australian Medical Students Association, which is a place where you can get involved and share your opinion on topical issues surrounding the medical field. When it comes to studying medicine, you got to know that you love to study medicine. It is a long journey, and it's going to precede the next few chapters of your life. So it is a big decision, and it's important that when you're making that decision that you know that it's something that you really want to enjoy studying, and that you're not making this decision based on other people around you. If it's something that you really want to study, then you will get there in the end. You just have to put in the work, and it is so rewarding at the very end of it. If you like this video and want to learn more, then please like and subscribe to Crimson Education.